Welcome back, everybody. That's Justin Abarca. That's Eric Lopez. I'm Vince Navarro. We are the Three Mexicans. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know if you're on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, whatever you're on. We appreciate you being here. So how you guys doing?
Good.
Muy buen.
Do we have a lot of listeners? I mean,
what do you mean by a lot?
do we have at least 20?
Hey, you do it for the love of the game.
I know.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. Yeah.
Do we have an audience at least of 20? I don't mind.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say 20.
Yeah,
20,
probably
yes.
20.
Yeah, probably 20.
Good.
I mean, I ran into a couple people. I'm gonna shout them out right now. Like, hey, what's up, Dario? He actually like watched it. The last one, when I was doing all those things with my face, like
Crazy.
that was cool. I ran into him. His kid had a birthday party, and I went, and it was awesome. And he was like, "Oh, I listened to your thing." So thank you, Dario, for
Was there
listening.
cold sandwiches and LaCroix there?
I was going to say,
No.
if I could, but there was no LaCroix.
No, it was at a bowling alley here in Daly City, and it's
Sick.
called Classic Bowl, and the bowling is great. Bowling's always awesome, and it's one of those old school bowling alleys, but it has a Filipino kitchen. So it was good fucking eating, dude. They had lumpia and like
Delicious.
aguas frescas made real good. Like I mean, like they break like wings, and I was like, even my
They
son
do
was
the
like,
aguas frescas too. The Filipinos do aguas frescas.
yeah. And the guy, my son was like, this, and my son, who I've talked about it at length, is the pickiest eater ever. He was like, this food's pretty good for a fucking bowling alley, and I was like, I know, right? And I explained to him, I'm like, yeah, I think the kitchen got taken over by a Filipino family, and they just been going hard. And I told him, I was like, go walk over like 20 feet that way. There was a little reception kind of room, bar type room. I was like, that is just a party that has no bowling involved. They are here for the food. And he walked over there. He was like, you're fucking right. He's like, they're having a party at a bowling alley with no bowling. I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, that's how good the food is here. Like, they're
Wow.
known. Yeah. So needless to say, it wasn't a cold cut sandwich and LaCroix party, which I would have left. But no, it was great. And then then I was talking to my nephew Eli. When I mean my nephew, he's like in his 20s. He was like, I listened, and he got all excited when I mentioned him one time. So Eli, I'm mentioning you again. What up, dog? So everyone
Shout
out there
out,
that's
Eli.
listening, pretend
up,
that I just
Eli?
shouted you out, and we appreciate you listening and watching or whatever. But yeah,
We definitely see you because there's
We
only
see-
like 5 of you.
yeah, there's only 5 of you. Yeah. Let's start us off today with something that's topical, I guess, and that is, I want to talk for the first time ever in my entire life, and
Sure.
as the worst Mexican, talk about being a Mexicant. I want to talk about the World fucking Cup.
What about it? I love it.
I've never been into it.
What?
Yeah.
Never. Not even a little bit, dude.
I've
Oh,
tried.
wow.
I've tried to fake it.
Yeah. I tried to fake it every 4
I
years.
tried to
and
force myself into loving it.
Yeah, and like it's been hard. And like the thing is, and I was telling a couple, because I play on an old man baseball team with my dudes, and we were talking about the World Cup, and they were talking to me, and and I was like, yeah, this is the most World Cup I've ever watched ever, and they were all kind of like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm like the worst Mexican ever. I don't like soccer. I don't watch soccer. I call it soccer. You know what I mean? like I'm just like the worst. And it's exclusively because I wasn't raised in a home where we watched soccer. We watched baseball. And if we weren't watching baseball, we were watching football. Do you know what I mean? And then maybe basketball, like casually. But
Yeah.
it was all baseball all the time. And especially when like we got when we got the Atlanta Braves hit TNT or whatever it was, or TBS,
yeah.
and then when we got WGN, and it was Cubs all the time, and so it was just constant.
Wait, was
like,
that
baseball.
everywhere?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was a slow burn, but
so
it
just me
reached
then.
out pretty much everywhere.
I saw Arizona's cool. We get Chicago channels, and we
Yeah.
it's fucking.
Well, we
invent-
all
find out
got
it's everybody.
Chicago Channel. We all
Yeah,
have the same one.
WGN. Yeah.
WGN Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
you're
all
right.
became like these kind of like Atlanta Braves and Chicago Cubs fans for no reason. You know what I
I
mean?
think that's
Because
why
they
my
were just
cousin, my little cousin was he grew up obviously he was a Bulls fan because it was like the height of Jordan's shit. But yeah, he was a Cubs fan and a Bears fan. I was like, what the fuck? You never even been to Chicago, dude? The fucking is just like
Yeah.
It's probably because WGN.
Yeah, that's it.
And I just
It
liked LA teams and Phoenix didn't have shit. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we had the Suns, I think, but
Yeah.
like they never showed them on TV.
Yeah, no, dude. It had exclusively to do with the fact that it was just on. So
Yeah.
we grew up A's fans and then eventually Giants fans and all that jazz. So baseball, baseball, baseball. And the only time I ever watched soccer was when we'd go to my other uncle's house on like Sundays or like whatever just to visit. And he was unfortunately in a car accident a million years ago, and he became disabled from the waist down, and he was already obsessed with soccer before that, but then he became like more obsessed because it was, it's all leg and feet involved, I guess is what I was told. I'm not sure if that's true. But but he was like,
They told you he was obsessed with soccer because
yes.
His
it
legs
was
didn't
about
work.
because his legs didn't work and theirs did.
Yes. That's what I was
That
told.
could have been any sport.
But he was just because he was
Or
paralyzed,
running,
so like
or like track
yeah,
or something.
I don't look at me, dude. But I think he was already obsessed, and this was just like what people said. But he was the guy that had that gargantuan satellite in the back of
Oh, yeah,
the big
yeah.
one that would actually turn like dig 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 when you change the channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you guys know, but any day of the week and any time of the year, want to know what's on somewhere in the world? Soccer.
Yeah.
There's a soccer game perpetually on all the time on television, and he had the satellite that got him. It could have been a soccer game in like, South Africa or Australia or China, Japan. I mean, you name it. New Zealand, he got all of them. And so we would go over there, and guess what would always be on the TV? Soccer. And I'd be like, "Ugh, yeah." So I'd go into the other room, and I'd just be like, no, I just like play with my Game Boy or whatever. And even my uncle who raised us was like, he would be nice about it, but he'd be like, Jesus, how much more soccer are we gonna watch? And it just became a thing. Like, if you want to watch soccer, you go to Tio Carlos's house because he's got it on.
That's why those announcers got to be so colorful, man.
Yeah, they do.
Because they
Yeah.
fucking all that dead time in between.
Yeah.
It's just, you just hear it go,
Yeah.
the crowd and shit.
Yeah.
And then you know the guy talking really loud. The Scottish guy talking about all the players. Oh, he looks really good today. And, they're like just basically filling in all that dead space. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
It is nuts, and they have a hard job, just like you said, like filling that space. And baseball guys have it kind of hard too because there's a lot of dead time in baseball. But in soccer and football or whatever you want to call it, like it is way more like nothing. In my opinion, I'm sure it's a chess match and things are constantly happening, and this guy's doing this. But for a layman like me watching it, you're like, guys kick the ball around for 90 minutes, and sometimes they score. Like if we're lucky. But I don't know what it is about this one. I don't know if it's because of social media or whatever.
It's here.
It
It's
is.
because it's here.
It's because it's
Yeah.
here, and it's
Because
and it's that it's Mexico and here.
Yeah.
And and like I'm sure I speak for all three of us that like we're kind of one foot in both places, at least mentally, as far as like Mexico on like you're Mexican going for Mexico on Thursday and going for
Yeah.
US on Friday, and that's totally me. And like I've been getting a little bit more and more like educated on the players and stuff. I mean, obviously I know who
Oh.
Messi is and Ronaldo, and I like seeing that back and forth of like them trying to score and everything. But for the first time ever, I'm like, oh, Ecuador's playing today. Ooh, like
Huh?
I'm like, and I don't know if it's just because there's nothing else to watch right now because we're like in a sports kind of
I
like
think
middle
this is
lull.
another sign
Uh-huh.
of becoming old Mexican men.
Oh, it might be.
I think there's small signs that
Yeah.
start to happen that for some reason, like my thing is getting into cactus.
Like, what do you mean, like eating it?
No, well, yeah, I love nopales.
Yeah.
But like, no, but like finding like different succulents. So I'm like, oh, like that's a nice succulent. And like
You're
going
a
on my
green
walk.
thumb, huh?
I'm not. But the older I get, the more
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's a nice one. Oh, I'd like to have a saguaro. Oh, okay.
I guess mine would be baking, huh? I bake a lot of
Maybe.
shit.
See, there you
Bake a
go.
lot of
Yeah.
pizza and freaking pretzels and shit.
Have
That's
you
just because I'm hungry.
have you made a concha yet?
No, I would have to like really like watch a bunch of videos on how to make
No,
that
dude,
stuff.
my wife made me a concha for my birthday. Well, she made a whole
But
bunch
yeah,
of conchas.
I saw it.
Yeah, I'll send you that recipe. She was like, she said that she altered it a little bit, so I'll talk to her about it. And man, if y'all want the recipe, if you guys listening out there on the interwebs and want the recipe, hit me up because it was the shit, dude. It was so good. It was like legit. I was like, this is like having a concha at like the best bakery in town.
How
You know
do
what I
they
mean?
get
Like
that
this is
cool, like, crusty
Yeah.
topping? The little...
think I honestly I'm not sure because she woke up like I'm not kidding like at 4:35 in the morning to make these because
Wow.
I to so that they'd be ready for me when I woke up. So I'm not exactly sure
Wow.
what the process was like, but I think it starts whole and then as it bakes it that's
Like
what makes
a
the breaks apart the
yeah.
topping. The top kind of like breaks into that shape.
It's probably
Oh.
like when you bake a sourdough bread to vent it,
Yeah.
so
Oh.
you could probably draw a
Well,
design on
I
it,
thought you,
and
like,
then
put, like, a sugar on top, and then like,
I
warmed it
think you
up to where it
do.
gets crusty. Oh, is that what you do? Okay.
No, that's I think
Yeah.
you put the sugar, then
Yeah.
like the design, and it
It
kind
gets all
of
crispy.
separates.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. My wife hates Mexican pastries. Like,
Just like that
uh,
chef that got in trouble.
well, I think it's because they're not very sweet. They're not
Mm.
Yeah.
really pastries, they're like I don't even know what like
I
Mexican
didn't like him
pastries.
as a kid, I'm gonna be
Really?
honest.
I
Yeah, I
think
was always look
only
for...
certain ones. They look better than they taste is the
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
half the
that's see,
time.
I think that's the problem. They always look like, "Oh, this is gonna be fucking delicious," and then you
Yeah.
eat it, and you're like,
And you're like,
"Oh,
yeah,
man."
and then it just like crumbles all over you, and you're like,
Let me ask you this: does your wife not eat like for example, if she had a concha, is she eating it like with that and like water? You know, like
no,
what's her
like with the
because
coffee or something,
okay,
like
okay, because that's the key. I've noticed the key is you gotta have your
Cafecito.
concha with a cafecito or chocolatito or like hot chocolate or something like
yeah,
that's the move.
I like to like dip them. Like I'll dip mine
Yeah.
in, but
Yeah.
I'm dipping it because it's dry. You know what I
Ah.
mean?
Yeah.
Also, like you're
Yeah.
getting that moisture, so
Yeah.
I get where it's also like what you're raised on. If you're not raised on
Yeah.
dry pastries, then you're
Yeah.
not
No,
gonna like
it's
And
them.
I
Like,
think freshness makes a big difference too, because
yeah,
my Dio used to, dude, my Dio is pobrecito, dude. I mean, he still is, but he lived in a freaking cardboard house.
yeah.
Just swear, like, he was crazy. They built the frame, built the frame,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
just like cardboard layers on top of cardboard. Just like
Yeah.
the walls were just like packed cardboard.
Yeah.
And it was just
wow,
like, and they lived in that, and they like obviously waterproofed the roof.
Yeah. It's like the
And
original
he,
particle board.
yeah,
yeah, and he
Yeah.
and in the back, and in his back of his house, he built like just built his own little brick oven. Just got some old broken bricks and pieced them
Wow.
together real nice, and made like an oven. And he used to bake fresh bread and sell it. And I had some of his fresh bread one time. I was like, man, that's the difference, the freshness, dude. When you have that shit right out of the oven,
Yeah.
I think that's why they line up outside the
Oh yeah.
bakery.
Yeah. I dropped my son off for camp right next to at a little park next to a bakery, and I mean the kids just attack that place in the morning. Like they're all concha,
Yeah.
concha, concha, conchas everywhere, all day long. And my son got like he for the first 3 or 4 days of camp he was getting one, and he was like, "I'm good for a little while." He's like,
mm.
I don't need a concha for a while," and I was like, "Okay, cool beans," because I'm tired of spending money every day on these conchas.
Well, what's your favorite of those? Because like my favorite's the pig, that little
The
like
Yeah, that's
puerquitos,
my
los
mom's favorite, the
puerquitos.
puerquitos. I'd like to
uh-huh.
Yeah,
learn how to make those. It's just
yeah,
gingerbread, right? They're gingerbread
yeah.
men.
Yeah,
That's what
but they're
they're
like
Yeah.
for. Yeah.
it's like my thing about like Mexican pastries is like they're always like I get it why they're not sweet because it feels like they're always made by what you had left.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we don't have that much sugar, but we'll
yeah.
throw it in. So it's kind of sweet. And sometimes it's sweeter because we have more sugar.
Yeah.
But it's like rationed out. So I get why it's like that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes those little piggies are like sweet and like more gingerbready, and then
They
Yeah.
sometimes
taste
I'm
more.
just
They take
like
molasses,
nothing.
or like,
Maybe it's like a
yeah, it's like a
molasses.
Yeah.
molasses or like a
That
syrup
sounds
or
right.
something, right?
Yeah.
But I like it like when they're soft.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they have to be soft.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, that's another thing. You just got to get it right out of the oven, pretty much, or like right
Yeah.
when they put
Yeah.
it out. Because I remember growing up, we used to go to the place, the bakery, to get puerquitos, and growing up. Puerquitos was like my jam. Like
Mhm.
my
I
aunt
like puerquitos.
would exclusively she get conchas and all these other things, and at the top she put one puerquito
Yeah.
just for me because she knew that was my jam, and no one else wanted to even touch it. And I'd be like, "That's mine." But now I can't even remember the last time I had a puerquito because if I'm going into a bakery, I'm gonna get a concha. If that's just it. I'm gonna get a concha. I'm here for one thing, concha me. Because I hardly ever go to these bakeries anymore, really. So when I do, I just want the thing. And the puerquito, I don't know. It's just like I might now that I've said it so much and I've been thinking about it, now I kind of want
And
one.
you want one?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kinda
Yeah.
want to.
but right there in the moment, I'm never like gonna get a puerquito.
I like the
Did,
coconut one too.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, I never
Like,
liked
yeah.
coconuts. That's
Like the
Yeah.
coconut,
They
with
look
like
nice. It
like
looks
the
nice.
jelly or
Everything
something in the
looks like
middle.
it.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the recent controversy over the little
The
sprinkle
dot
one?
cakes. The dot cakes.
Oh,
So this
Yeah.
is dot cake. Why people were trying to
Yeah.
claim our shit,
Yeah.
call it
Yeah,
dot
yeah.
cake. And
Yeah.
it's fucking just.
Yeah.
What's the Mexican name for that cake though?
I mean,
Because it's got a frosting, right? It's got a frosting
Yeah.
with the sprinkles on it.
Well, they had a name for it.
I
I
had
don't
a
know
name
what
for it. I
is.
just can't remember it. This is why we're Mexicans.
Yeah.
But I do know it's called like that's gonna drive me nuts. Someone in the chat tell us what it's called. But like, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, we've had this forever. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And like, it would drive me nuts. But
And then who was the chef? It was like a British chef that went to Mexico and he was all shitting on the bread over there. And all the
really,
Mexicans like, "Fuck you! We're not going to your shitty bakery." There.
no, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
there was some like British chef I think that went to Mexico and he's like, I'm here to perfect the to start a new bread culture in Mexico because they don't have a good bread culture. They don't have good bread here. I'm like, what? You ever had a fucking bolillo, dude? Are you kidding
Yeah, I know.
me?
Yeah.
Or a fucking tallera roll? Fuckers. We got
Again,
good
you have to
bread.
get that shit fresh.
Yeah, dude. Actually, yeah, I guess. But the bolillos from Vallarta hold up pretty good, I think.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Cortadillo.
Yeah, cortadillo. There it is.
That's the
That's
name,
what it
cortadillo.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cortadillo.
Which has been around forever.
yeah.
And give me a fucking break.
For me, I remember being
Yeah.
a little ass kid and seeing that. And
Yeah.
I used to get it, and it's the same thing you said. It wasn't sweet enough. I'm like, God damn, this.
Yeah.
How you got all these colors and sugar
Yeah.
and shit, and it's not
All
that
those.
sweet.
What are the fucking little candies that like break
Uh,
apart as soon as you open them up?
Marzipan?
Marzipan.
Yeah.
Marzipan? Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, you don't like
Nasty.
those?
I love those, dude.
I love
fucking
those. Yeah, I love marzipan. Oh, it's my jam.
But like the roses, is that the one that has like the
Marzipan is
roses on it
delicious.
or something on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
De la Rosa, I think makes it.
Yeah, De La Rosa. Yeah, no
that's
way,
like the.
dude.
I didn't know because I didn't spend enough time, just because I only spent my summers and Christmases in Mexico. But I was told recently that the way that in Korea they have that game in Squid Games where like they trying
Oh
to
yeah,
they,
yeah.
they have the same thing with marzipan where you like try to like undo the whole thing without it cracking.
I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, like I didn't know that. I would just be like, nah.
I just did it on my own. I would like, I would try to get it so I could break it off clean and stuff. And
Yeah. I did not know that was a thing until. I mean, I'm not kidding. Recently, I mean, Squid Game was around.
I didn't know it was a game. I just tried to do it so I didn't make a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't get it. I never got it.
You never got. I love those.
I
those
love them
so much.
because they're peanut based, right? They're like,
Yeah.
But they just like
cacahuate.
they
Like peanut butter,
automatically just they just disappear.
Yes, you
like,
gotta
they
be
just
careful,
crumble.
bro. You gotta be nice and gentle with the
Nah.
marzipan. You can't
It
be all
reminded me-
manhandling that shit.
Nah.
I liked them because they were reminded they're like the Mexican version of. I don't know if they gave you guys this in school when we were kids. They give you the tray with all the little sections,
Uh-huh.
and there was a little section, dude, and they give like a little square peanut butter square. You guys ever had peanut butter squares?
Maybe.
I don't know. It looked like remember the brown erasers, the square brown erasers.
Yeah.
Those giant. Yeah, it looked like one of those, but it was like just dehydrated, like peanut butter. It was like and it broke off like marzipan and but like it was obviously more peanut buttery and oily and stuff. But it was really good. I just remember it was. It's almost like this. Like I knew like this is the shit they use in Reese's. It was like
I see what you mean.
yeah, it was just like just dry, like dehydrated, compact piece of like just peanut butter. It was so good, dude. And the fucking white kids hated it. I don't know why the white kids hated it so much. I was always trading shit, like trading fruit cups and stuff for like I just get as many of those as I could and like take them home with me. I fucking always had them. They're good.
Yeah. I've never had that. That must have been some local shit.
Must have been a fucking Arizona thing.
Yeah.
An Arizona thing.
Yeah.
Oh, these kids need more fucking protein. Let's give them a fucking just a square. Let's give them a brick of peanut butter.
Yeah.
No, that's one of those. We have 2 tons of trucks that have peanut butter that's gonna go.
We can do all this peanut butter.
What can we do with this?
Let's fucking dehydrate. Turn it into
Yeah.
squares.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. So back to the World Cup real quick. I've been being a person that knows absolutely nothing about it. Like I'm hoping Mexico goes far, but I keep seeing that like their chances are like 1%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't listen to those things though. That's like
Yeah.
fucking March Madness.
I know, but so hopefully, like I'm gonna stick with it as long as I can, and I'm rooting.
Have you been watching the games?
I've been watching the games. Yeah, like I'll have them on like in the background, or like I'll pay attention
You're
here
doing
and
a lot
there.
better than
and-
they used to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both
Yeah.
Mexico and USA are looking great,
Well-
and people are kind of like, "Holy shit!"
Well, Mexico's
And,
not looking great. They're
Well,
looking.
they're looking better than
Sus.
they thought. I think is what
Ugh, those
I think
refs
it's
are
what they
making them
said.
look better than they thought.
Yes, that's true.
How was South Africa? Were they not good?
Was that the game? The first
That's
game
what-
they played?
They beat them. Mexico
They beat them.
them.
It was the second game where it was like, ugh,
Yeah.
where it should have gone way. They won 1-0 because they got lucky. Because
Yeah.
the South Korean goalie fucked up. He totally just fucked up.
Yeah.
And the dude from Mexico took advantage on a total fuck up. Like it's the
Yeah.
ultimate fuck up. And it would have the game would have been 0-0 if that not had happened, because Korea was basically playing super conservatively. They were barely like they were almost like in their heads their game plan was, let's just tie. Let's just not do anything, which is weird. And then Mexico kept trying to like force it, and it just wasn't happening. And like I said, I'm talking like if I had been watching soccer my whole fucking life. I'm just basing this off of what the people, the commentators were saying during the game. They were like, this is a really weird match where like one team's trying real hard to make things happen, and the other team's trying real hard to make nothing happen. And so
Think it's
it was-
rigged?
no, it was just
Yeah,
weird.
it's rigged.
You think it's rigged?
Well, FIFA like almost always guarantees. I think under the table allegedly,
You
but
think it's because the
the-
U.S. and Mexico are
the
hosting shit?
the host countries always make it out of this first round.
Really?
Like no matter what, it's like that's too embarrassing to be like
Yeah.
hosting your country in. So
Yeah.
they'll push them through. I
Okay.
don't know if they'll make it through, but did you see how the Simpsons predicted
No.
Was it was
And
Mexico and
Argentina-
what? Is that true?
Argentina, Mexico?
Is that true? Is that real prediction? I saw two different teams.
Was it? That's probably one
Yeah.
of those things people
See,
are.
I think people just fucking manipulate it and lie and say, "Oh, Simpsons predicted it."
Yeah.
No, I didn't see
knows?
that.
Why
all
doesn't
fake
Why
news.
doesn't South Korea just call themselves Korea? Does North Korea have a fucking team?
No, but they definitely want you to know.
Like,
They
why
want
don't you
you
just
to
call
know.
themselves Korea? Like, hey, we represent all Korea, because North Korea is fucking too fucking hungry to have a team. So
No, I'm sure they want you to know they're the good Korea.
Man, I bet you
my
that
kid-
North
my
Korea
kid-
team is probably fucking good.
I'm sure they are.
Like
When
they
you're
have
playing
to be,
under
or else they'll get
duress.
killed. You know what I
I
mean?
know when you're
Yeah,
playing
like-
under duress like that. Gotta be the best. But yeah. So,
I love it.
anyways, that's my kind of small little. The most I've ever talked about soccer in my entire life just happened. You were all here to witness it, and
Wow.
it won't happen again
it's
for another
definitely
4
a fun
years.
game to play when you can play it. Like when you're
Yeah.
young enough and spry enough to play it, it's fun. But like it's kind of boring to watch. It's kind of like I mean, hockey's not the funnest either, and
Yeah.
I like watching hockey live. I've been to live
Uh-huh.
hockey games,
Yeah,
but I'll
live
never
hockey's
watch it
great.
on TV. I think I watched the Stanley Cup games just like, well, this is kind of history, so I'll watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like don't get me wrong, like if there's a soccer party, like a soccer watch party, I'm in on that, because like, you get kind of into the group and everyone's like, "Yay, woo, oh no."
What if there's
But-
subs in Lacroix?
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm out of it. You fuck this party. Call me when there's tacos and Coca-Cola, buddy. And cerveza. Let's move on to our next subject. I want to talk today about something. It's a term that I see a lot, especially nowadays. I've been seeing it more and more with just the social media coming at me. I think honestly because of this podcast, my all my cookies are like, this guy wants Mexican stuff, but it's a term I hear it all the time, and I'm pretty sure y'all have heard it too. It's called a No Sabo Kid. Do you guys know what that is?
Yeah.
I think I was going to refer to that. I was referring to.
Yeah.
I was going to say I wasn't a No Sabo kid, but I'm a half a No Sabo kid.
Oh, I don't know. You're one or the
Yeah.
other, buddy.
Yeah,
No,
I'm a
well,
No Sabo kid.
I'm not a No. I'm not a No
Sabo
Sabo kid in the U.S., but I'm a No Sabo kid in Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's this term that I heard. It's been around for years. It's not new, but I just kind of want to talk about it because, we're three Mexicans basically raised here, you know what I mean? Like, And so I know that behind my back or like even to my face, sometimes people will be like, "You're a No Sabo kid." I'm just like, ah, and it's
But you're
basically
totally
because
not though.
Yeah.
I think I'm in this weird same sort of thing that you said, like in Mexico, I 100% am. And I get like my cousins are great sports and everything, but there are some times where they hear me talk and I could see them all going like, "Oh, ow, 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 that hurts my ears," right? And there are or they start laughing because I can't think of words for the most
You say the
simple
word
of phrases.
wrong. You
Yeah.
fucking yeah.
And or I'll have to like look up on now with my phone I can look up how to say things and they're like, "You really had to look that up?" And I'm like, "Yes, dude." I'm like, I speak Spanish to basically no one other than my son and like that's it. And he answers me in English, so like like I got
Wait,
nothing.
you and your wife don't talk in
It's
Spanish?
to each other?
Like whenever like you feel like, oh, there's a bunch of white people here. Let's talk in Spanish.
Well, I'll definitely do that. It's definitely our secret language.
Mhm.
But no, to each other here at home we speak English primarily, and I try my best to speak to Juan in Spanish, even though he answers me in English. So
Mm.
at least it's some of it's getting in there, and so hopefully he won't be a no sabo kid growing up. But like that's my concern. I'm
It
just like, ah,
sucks being a
dude,
No Sabo kid, dude.
yeah,
Fucking, I have like close friends and family members that are like No
yeah,
Sabo kid, like for 100% No Sabo kids, dude. And fucking, I feel like bad for them. And it's not
yeah.
their fault; it's their parents' fault. Because like it was that culture, you know. Fucking where I grew up, it was all fucking race. My dad got a shotgun pulled on him when he was a little boy for walking this girl home from school in junior high.
What?
Yeah, dude, her dad pulled a shotgun on my dad. He said I
Jesus,
don't know if he said he shit his pants, but he almost shit his pants.
I would
But I
have.
imagine he shit
Yeah.
his pants. I don't remember
Yeah,
if he actually did, but he said he was so scared, dude.
and because he was Mexican
It's
and she
because he
was
was
white.
Mexican. Yeah, and
Yeah.
my dad was like Indio Mexican. He's dark,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And
Wow,
yeah, and like this guy just pulled a gun on him because I don't want fucking beaners walking my kid home. So it was like we
wow.
grew up in a racist town. So
Yeah,
naturally you're gonna fucking try to
suppress.
get
Yeah.
along to go along as much as you
Yeah,
can. Like,
yeah,
no accents in this motherfucker. I don't want no Spanish. You know what I mean? So I don't
yeah,
blame them for that.
yeah.
But fuck that, dude. You got to
I
pass that
know.
culture down.
I know, yeah. That racism and everything is definitely a reason why I think a lot of my like just a little older generation than me, same sort of thing. Like they had to like hide it and suppress it and
That
everything.
pisses me off.
But now, like places like Watsonville, where I was raised. I mean, when I got there in the '80s, the percentages were nuts. It was like I don't know, like 10, 15% Mexican and Latino, and like maybe like 2, 3% Asian or whatever.
Yeah.
And then as I got through elementary school, junior high, high school, it totally flipped. Like
Yeah.
it's now almost 90 something percent Latino, Mexicano, whatever Latino, and like 8% Asian or something, and then 2% white, maybe. And
Wow.
like and that 2% is like a lot what I'm hearing is a lot of like Silicon Valley people that have to now come over the hill because they can't afford anything in San Jose.
Mm.
Santa Clara in the Silicon Valley. So they have to make that like 45-minute commute every day to be able to live somewhere. And so there's just now it's getting gentrified. So, but like it's not gonna happen. Like Watsonville's one of those places like it's
Off
not
topic,
gonna happen.
off topic, but is there a
Yeah.
train route that goes out there or no?
A train?
Yeah.
No, there's no
No.
train. I mean, there is no, I don't know. I mean, there's
Not
like
like
the
a commuter
trains.
train.
No, not a commuter train. There's like, the
Nothing that connects to the BART?
No,
No.
no, no, not even close. No. The BART, super side note, the BART here, like gets really, really, really far, but it's not like a great subway system to get
Really?
like to. It's great when you want to like commute. Like I think, my opinion, the biggest problem with it is it doesn't run 24 hours a day,
Mm.
and it's as the nights go on, like it gets like the wait times get so long. It's insane.
Mm.
Like 20, 30 minutes for a train, and it's like this is the last one, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning or midnight or something. Like I used to live in Berkeley back in grad school, and I would be hanging out with all my friends, at the bars and everything. Things would just be getting cooking, like yeah, let's party's just starting, and I'd be like, gotta go because I
Yeah.
gotta go catch that last fucking train back to the East Bay, or else
That
I'm gonna sleep on
sucks.
someone's couch, which always sucked. But anyways, No Sabo Kids.
Wait. What does that mean?
Okay. No Sabo Kid. Sabo means like is a way of saying knowing, like no sé.
It was a line.
Because-
It wasn't it a line in? It was a line in La Bamba.
No.
Yeah.
Does
Didn't
he
he?
say
Didn't
no
he
sabo?
say? Oh no. He said never mind. I could have swore he said no sabo, but he says no spico, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
all, no spico español.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Because you know when in Spanish when you don't know something you say no sé.
No sé.
And but like they mispronounce it and they say no sabo. It's like the whole term is like even making fun
Yeah.
of like the way you would say it incorrectly.
Because saber is
Yes,
the
yes. No sabo.
No sabo.
Like
Yeah.
you'd be
Tú
like
sabes.
tú sabes, no sabo. You know what I mean? Like that's
No
where
sabemos.
It's like saying
Yeah.
sabes and putting the O that all the white people put on the
Yeah.
end.
No sabo.
White
You know
people
what I
think
mean?
you put an O
Yeah.
on everything. That's the Spanish version.
Yeah.
Pretty safe if you do.
Yeah.
You could probably get like
You can get pretty
50%
far.
right, maybe.
Yeah,
25
pretty,
to 50% right.
25%. Yeah.
Donde
But-
está el chero?
I was
¿Dónde
just thinking
está
that.
el bathroomo?
I
Were
was
you gonna say
thinking that's
vacation? The scene in
Vacaciones?
Vacation? No. Anyways, go ahead.
No, I was saying no, not vacation. I was gonna say the scene
Okay.
in what's it called? Fucking Born in East LA. When fucking Paul Rodriguez is in
Uh-huh.
the fucking he goes to meet fucking Cheech at the factory.
Uh-huh.
And like they do a raid and the fucking immigration takes everybody and he's just like kind of fucking chilling in there. And he's like, what you doing? And he's like, estoy buscando a mi primo Rudy. And then he's like, oh, no. He's like, they took everybody. La Migra. And he's all, you want to go wait outside? And he's like, ¿qué? He's all, outside-o. Every time I hear someone's put an O on the end of it, it
Yeah.
makes you think of
Oh,
that
yeah.
scene.
I love that movie.
My
Yeah, it's a good
uncle growing up made fun of me because I being a no sabo kid, I used to do that shit all the time. Like he'd be like, I don't know, he'd be like, what's your aunt doing right now? Oh, she's she's using the vacuumo.
Oh,
like
wow.
like say vacuum, and he'd just be like, oh my god, like oh dude, and he made fun of me for so many years, like till I think on his deathbed he was still making fun of me. Because one time I think we were watching soccer or something, and he's like, "Who's playing?" And I was like, "Germany." And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "Germany." He's like, and he was kind of like, I could tell he was egging
Yeah.
me on. And he's like, "No, say it in Spanish." And I was like, "Germany," right?
I would say Hermania.
Yeah, Germany. And my uncle very rarely like doubled over laughing, but he lost it. He was crying. He was like, Germany. He's like, everyone get over here. Bitch just fucking said Germany.
Dude,
Right?
the Spanish
And so I'd be
version
like-
is so way off that. though.
Alemania doesn't make any
Alemania.
sense. Doesn't make
Alema-
any sense.
Where the fuck do you get Alemania from?
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. So I was that's the kind of shit that happened in
And
my
they
house
call it
all the time.
Deutschland, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What the
Yeah, why
fuck?
don't we all call it Deutschland?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
Or they started doing that. Did you see like in the World Cup? Speaking
Yeah,
of World Cup,
Turkey.
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 Yeah.
Turkey.
I did notice that.
Turkey.
Oh. Whoa, my
Your Alexis
Oh,
freaking
How do you
Yeah.
pronounce
my-
Turkey?
my thing was talking to me now.
Turkey.
So one time I want to tell you guys a little story about when I felt bad for I don't know if he was a no sabo kid, but I definitely felt the vibes from his dad being like, oh, there's no sabo kid. I was living in LA in Los Feliz, and I was walking to my car one morning, and I was walking by I'm gonna just say Mexican. I don't know, he could have been El Salvadorian, but Latino guy. And obviously, like it was a dad and his son, and his dad was probably in his 50s, maybe early 60s, and the son was maybe like in his 20s ish, you know, like that kind of dynamic. And the dad was kind of towards the back of they had a pickup truck. It was an old like 90s Ford F-150, right? And they were doing some sort of work. I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they're gardeners or something. I'm being stereotyped right now, but they were doing some sort of manual labor outside. And they were at the truck trying to get their tools together and stuff. And the son was standing on the passenger side of the truck, and the dad was way back of the tail of the truck. And the dad was yelling at his son in Spanish, like, "Hey, sácame he's like, sácame la chingadera del estuche. Sácame, necesito and then he was like, necesito el screwdriver, because he knew his son meant that, but he's like, from el estuche, right? And the son was like, the what? Like, he's like, Dad, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. And he's like, come on, necesito el estuche, sácalo del estuche, right? And I'm walking by, and I know what he means. I
don't know
what
what you mean.
it means. Glove box.
Estuche?
Estuche?
Yeah,
I've
it
never
means
heard
glove
that.
box, right? And so and I'm walking by. Now I slow down because I'm like, how is this gonna play out, right? And the dad, like, totally defeated. Like, he drops everything and he stomps over there and he's like looking at his son, like, just with this like look of disappointment, like, you motherfucker. And he opens the door and he opens the glove box and he takes it out and he's like, estuche, right? Like, fucking screwdriver, I needed it.
Why
And
would he just like translate it like
I don't know.
English?
But the best part was that the son now goes, Dad, it's called a fucking glove box. No one knows what this estuche shit means, right? And I'm like dying laughing. And the dad looked over at me, kind of like, did you know what estuche meant? I was like, yeah, I know what estuche meant. Like,
what?
Yeah.
But it also doesn't.
Yeah.
What does that mean though?
Yeah.
Estuche?
What does estuche translate to?
It's just
what it is, but what is it?
It's just I think it's just a word for the little compartment. I think it's like compartment. I think, but like,
why would he just say, "Hey, en el pinche caja de guantes"?
No, that's not a word. See, that's not. See,
I know, but
that's not a thing.
But he would have understood it, right? He knows what caja.
It just means
he knows what guantes
it just means
are,
case or box. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like
like,
caja donde ponen los pinches guantes y el registration. You know, something.
But in Mexico and stuff, no one calls it a, estuche de guantes or guantes caja de guantes. No one.
Estuche. So can there be multiple estuches then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like estuche
Is your console an estuche?
No, it has to be the thing
like
with the lid,
like
man.
a estuche de lápices.
Well, yeah. So I'm saying like a pencil box is an estuche de lápiz. Okay.
Yeah.
So that has multiple
but in
meanings.
a car, estuche always means glove box.
There's only one glove box. You could have said el glove box.
El glove boxo.
El glove box. El caja de guantes, güey.
No one calls it that.
O son Nike.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video?
That fucking video is hilarious.
Nike.
Anytime that song comes on, I fucking sing it. You guys watching Widow's Bay?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been watching it.
There's an episode where they play that song at the end. It's all, this is the brother. I'm all, it's also so nice. So nice. Oh, yeah. Son Reebok, so nice. I don't even sing the real one anymore. I sing that fucking shit. It's so Reebok, so nice.
The DJ trying to figure it out, too. So Reebok, so nice.
That was the fucking song.
So Reebok?
Reebok, so nice. The fact that he fucking got it.
I know.
Holy shit, dude. I'm like, that guy is like human Spotify.
It really is.
Like
ChatGPT wouldn't figure that shit out.
Oh, ya sé qué canción es esto. This is the brothers. Esa es pinche canción.
Well, speaking of No Sabo,
Yeah.
I recently had an experience where, because like I don't speak Spanish, like I understand it more than I speak it. I've been trying to learn, like, every couple of years I try to learn more. I obviously speak more than I give myself credit to, I think. But still, like, so I was at an audition, and I never go out for Spanish stuff just because, like, half the time
They don't force you though, dude.
they don't force me.
They force me into those fucking things. I'm like, I can't pull it off, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but so like I had one, and it was for a Spanish spot, but you weren't gonna have to speak Spanish in it. Like there was no Spanish in it.
You just need to look like you.
But what they wanted at the audition was they wanted you for some reason to say, introduce yourself in Spanish, and say, "Are you willing to shave?" Like, I'm willing to shave.
But they wanted you to say that part in Spanish?
Yes.
Oh, okay. They're testing you.
And I was like, I don't know how to say. I was like, how do you say?
What is it?
Yeah.
Rasurar.
Well, there was another dude outside who was in there with me who spoke Spanish. He was like, oh, yeah, I think he said, what was it?
Rasurar.
It's afeitar or rasurar.
I think he said,
I think.
yeah.
This is my No Sabo coming out.
Yeah. No, I think it was afeitar. But I think he said it, and I was like, all right. But he said it so fast, and then we started, and I don't know what the fuck I said. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
and I was like, but then I got a call back for it, which was funny.
Wow.
But then at the callback, of course they weren't. I was sitting outside waiting to go in, and that other guy from the thing came in.
Yeah.
He also got a call back. But I don't think he recognized me from the callback. But I saw him start telling another actor that story of being like, I was in there and there was a guy and he didn't know how to say, I don't know what he said. He was
They
like,
talk
but
shit right in front of you.
he wasn't really talking shit. It was more just like, it
A
was
funny
like,
story.
it was a funny story. And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not going to be, why am I, I would tell that story, you know, like,
Yeah, you're telling it
it's
now.
I'm telling it now.
Yeah.
But I was also like, fuck. So like at work the other night, I was like, working with some ladies. I was like, do either of you speak Spanish? And they were like, yeah, we both speak Spanish. And I was like, can you just speak to me in Spanish this whole shift?
Yeah.
And we
Dude,
just
those
spoke
fucking
spoke
things, they
Spanish.
fuck with your head, dude. I used to always go to the when I go to those auditions,
I
and
hate
I
those
felt
auditions.
I was already insecure about my Spanish, and then you hear these, and then you hear like all these non-Mexicans speaking Spanish, like there's Argentinians and Chileans, and they're like, chicos, they're just fucking rolling off the tongue. I'm like, fucking sound like Latin lovers, and they're just like, I'm like, dude. And they're all good looking and shit. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
dude, fuck this. Don't send me these shits anymore.
Yeah.
And it made it worse. And then like you, after that, I'm like, I was watching fucking Spanish TV and trying to read
Telenovelas.
fucking magazines in Spanish and shit, reading out loud, trying to get that shit. It's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still there's
Yeah.
shit that I get tripped up on.
Yeah. My Spanish has gotten progressively just worse because
Really?
it's just this simple thing where I just have no one to speak it with, really.
Mm.
And what was it? Maybe it was my wife saying it yesterday, or maybe it was my son. My son had a conversation with my son was telling me about this, that because we were talking about how that it's good to just constantly be speaking Spanish, but like when you're at a restaurant or something. And he said something. He's like, "Oh, I think mom said that when they try to talk to you try to talk to them in Spanish, and the waiters or whatever speak Spanish, they get annoyed because they want to practice their English."
Yeah.
So they're kind of like, "No, speak to me in English." Like, so it's this constant like battle, like which one are you who wants to practice what? Like who's practicing what on who? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then you end up this situation where you're just like, let me just speak English. You know, like fuck it, because that's what I speak and that's what they want me to speak, and I don't want to piss off the waitress or the waiter. You know what I mean?
It's
But yeah, it's a situation where I just wish I had more people to speak Spanish with.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hard.
Well, I have resting I speak Spanish face.
You do. You do.
Like, totally.
You look like you speak Spanish.
People come up to me all the time and like
Yeah.
just start speaking Spanish to me.
Yeah.
it's like a double-edged sword, dude. Like I've
Yeah.
noticed. You ever notice? Like I try to like speak Spanish sometimes to make people feel more comfortable if I hear like they're they're struggling with the English, so I'll speak to them, and they're like super nice when they think that I only speak English, and then when I speak to them in Spanish, they're like, oh, fuck. And then they're like kind of shitty to me. I'm like, what the fuck? What's this fucking self-hate, racism and
Well,
shit?
sometimes it feels like with like a lot. There'll be like little like old ladies or something like that who'll like ask me something like at the grocery store, and I'll try to answer in Spanish, and we'll kind of go back and forth for a little bit, and then if they feel like they're like kind of like pitying me, and then
They look at you all disappointed, like,
and then they'll switch to English, like, where is the mayonnaise?
La mayonesa.
I'm like, está allí? Allí.
so
Allá.
pobre
Allá?
no sabo.
Yeah, pobre, they walk away like, no
Yeah.
sabo.
Yeah.
Es un no sabo. It's okay.
Es un no sabo. No le
I think maybe-
hablas, no le hablas.
Maybe they think I'm just like a little like special.
Ese pobrecito no sabo. Did I
All the
already tell?
time.
Stop me. Sorry, listeners that are our faithful listeners, but I'll ask you guys: if I told it on this podcast, the story about when I got my haircut for those times in LA. Have I told this story?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, I apologize if for all you loyal listeners if I've already told this and you're going to hear it again, but it's such a good and it falls in line with what we're saying here. One summer, I went and interned in LA, and I was staying with my friend Kathy at her house, and she was right on the border of West Hollywood and Beverly Hills, so it was kind of like that. It was right by Robertson and La Cienega right there, and I needed a haircut, and she was like, "Oh, go to I think it was a Fantastic Sam's or something like that, which is like super cuts, a very like chain
Cheap cut.
haircut place,
Cheap
yeah."
cuts.
And it was right around the corner, so I walk there. And I walk in, and it's like a Tuesday or Thursday. It's like the middle of the week at like 2 p.m, and there's this old lady, white lady, who's just wrapping up. And I could tell by the way she's all done up. She's got like her hair blown out and blah, blah. Like they spent time on this lady. And she's like leaving, and they're putting me in the chair, and it's these two, I don't know if they're Mexican, they're Latinos, but they're speaking to Spanish to each other. And they are talking mad shit about the lady who just left. Like, I'll translate it for you guys, but they basically were like, that fucking bitch, we spent all fucking morning with her, and she barely tipped us at all. Like, I'm amazed she, like, what the fuck? Like, I can't believe she didn't fucking tip us. Like, could you believe the audacity of that fucking white bitch? We've been with her all fucking night. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it just drives me nuts that they take advantage of us. Those fucking motherfucker. You know, like, they're like fucking going hard on, like, right? And I'm sitting there like, doo, right? And then the lady turns to me. She puts a big old smile on her face, and then she goes, in English, she goes, okay, how would you like your haircut? You know, like that. And I went like this. Oh, pues primero puedes cortar con número dos aquí de los lados y por arriba contigo. And and it was a guy. It was her and a guy. We both went, like they were like, oh no, right? And they both turned white, pale white. Their eyes went huge, and they were about to start apologizing. And right when I finished telling her how I wanted my haircut, I went like this. I went, don't worry, I'll tip you. Right? And she was like, I'm so sorry. Like, we didn't know you spoke Spanish. Oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. Please don't tell on us. And I started laughing, and I was like, no, fuck that bitch. You know, like, you should have tipped you, right? And so they cut my hair, and they're laughing about it. Ha, 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 ha. And then a year goes by, because I was in between my junior and senior year of college that summer. So the next summer, I've now graduated college, and I go back to my friend Kathy's house, and I'm like, well, I'm going to go get my haircut at Fantastic Sam's. Like, that first fucking day I was there, I needed a haircut before I started working. And I went in there, and at this point, I have forgotten what these two humans look like, because it's been a year. Like, I'm just the worst. I just do not remember what they look like. And honestly, I think their hair was different and everything. And I walk in there, and I sit down in the chair, and before we even started, before she even asked me anything, she looks at me, and she goes, are you that kid that came in here last year and like heard us talking and basically retold the whole story? And I was like, oh yeah, that's me. And she's dying laughing. She's like, we talk about that shit all the time. She's like, that's our favorite story. You blew our mind. Like we're so careful now when we talk Spanish. We're like, don't forget about that one time that fucking little fucker came in here, and you know. And I was like, oh yeah, that's me. And she's like, she's like, you're famous here. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's funny. That'd be, be a good response when they ask you, what do you like your hair today? You're all sin coraje.
I know. Yeah. Oh, it was so good, dude. I wish you guys could have been there. Oh, so good.
Yeah. Dang.
But hey, let me tell you guys one real quick no Sabo story, but it came up real quick because it just made me think of Supercuts, and this could be a clip on itself on social media. One time when I was a kid, we went to Supercuts exclusively to get our haircut, right, as kids. And we walked in there, and I noticed they had just like done like a corporate remodel of the place. You know, like when corporate sends out like every place needs to look the same, and they changed everything. They had put above each and every single one of the chairs, they had put over the lamps that were hanging down these big like balls that were like not hard plastic or anything, but you know what I'm talking about, like the diffuser balls, but they're big and round, right over the chairs. Okay, so now every chair has these big, huge balls, right? And I remember, like, as I'm sitting there and I'm waiting to get seated, I just kept staring at these big, huge, stupid lamps with balls around it. I was like, man, why would that would fall on somebody, right? Like, that's weird. Like, that's a weird place to put that. But, you know, I'm like, I think I was 8, 9, maybe 10 years old, max, right? And so now I get in the chair, and the lady's like, how do you want your haircut? And before I even tell her anything, I said, hey, have these fallen on anybody, like these balls? And she starts laughing. She's like, no. And I'm like, are you sure? Because like, those are really big, and like what's to keep them from, what's holding that on? Like, are they well secured? And she's kind of like, she gave me one of these like, shut up, little kid. Like, those aren't going to fall on you. Like, what are you talking about? Tell me how you want your fucking haircut, right? I'm like, all right. So I tell her how to go on my haircut, blah, 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 blah. I'm no joke. Not even 5 minutes later, that fucking ball fell on my head.
Ooh, it hurt?
Yeah, dude. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Did it hurt?
No! But, like, she looked at me like I was the kid from The Omen. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you might have
like, holy
powers.
shit. Yeah. She was like, she was like, how did you do that? And I'm like, I didn't do shit. I'm sitting here in this, I was like this big 10-year-old
Is that
kid.
when your eyes started to shake?
Yeah, no. No, when I developed the eyes shaking, no.
Did she ask you, she's like, what are the lottery numbers for this month?
Yeah. But isn't that the craziest fucking story
When
ever?
will I die, little boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, so
Wow.
we are three No Sabo kids. Let's be real. Do you guys know what klaxon means?
Klaxon, I've heard that.
Klaxon, no.
It means like the car horn. Like
Oh.
you know,
What?
yep,
I
klaxon.
thought it was like klaxon, klax off.
I was thinking the same thing. Klaxon, klaxon. I've never
Yeah.
I've heard klaxon, but I didn't know it was the fucking.
I didn't know that one until I was deep into my 20s, and my brother told me. He's like, "You know what klaxon?" And I was like, "I have no."
I said that must be like a slang thing.
You know, it's not a klaxon, it's a pito.
No, I think they call it.
Yeah, that is pito.
klaxon.
It's pito,
like,
el pito.
It's pito.
pitar, like pitale, pitale.
Pitale,
That's what I
yeah.
thought it was, but no, like I've heard it klaxon. Is it klaxon, right? Klaxon car, horn.
You haven't seen that video?
Mhm.
That pito video?
Klaxon. It's with a K. Klaxon.
That's like the band, the Klaxons?
I guess Klaxon.
The Ku Klux Klaxons.
Yeah.
My my dad back in the day, his klaxon in this 1977 Cadillac Eldorado drop top sky blue that he had back in the day. When you push his klaxon in that car, it went. It
How
was
do they
awesome.
fucking do that? You have to buy the whole
Yeah,
assembly.
it's like a special horn that they hook up to it. Yeah, but I love that thing so much. He used to pick me up from school with that every once in a while.
klaxon,
and-
it's an actual type of horn.
Oh, there you go.
really?
Klaxon,
See,
yeah, a
so when they
klaxon's
take
like
the brand and they make it the
yeah,
standard
it's like
name,
it's like
right?
Kleenex is what you're.
Like yeah,
Like Kleenex
like
is
the
just
same way
name
the
of
same way the
brand.
women refer to
or a
pads
tampon.
as Kotex. Tienes Kotex.
Yeah.
It's the brand, but it's
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, that makes sense. But all I know is that I've been in Mexico now since I found out. And people have been like, "Oh, apachura klaxon," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I know what that means."
It's been that shit's been a pito my whole life.
Yeah.
El
I
pito.
thought it was pito.
Yeah.
And something else, pito too, buddy.
I know, double meanings.
Well, that's what that. You haven't seen that video of that guy, and he's like streaming, and he's doing something, but he's like, it's like a Grand Theft Auto, it's some type of game like that. And he's like, you can't find the horn on the thing, but he speaks. It's all in Spanish, but he says like, "Quiero pito," and then he catches himself. He's like, "No, I don't want." And it's like, "No, no, pito, pitar." It's like, oh, I guess it was like some Spanish.
Yeah, I'm
meme.
sure. Well, all right.
I don't know.
Like I said, from these three No Sabo kids, we're the three Mexicans. That's Eric Lopez. That's Justin Abarca. I'm Vince Navarro. Thank you so much for watching, listening, tuning in, wherever you digest this media. Thank you so much. Please follow us on everything. Tell your friends, tell your aunts, tell your tias, your uncles, tell everyone in Germany, anyone you might know over there.
Deutschland.
and
In
Germania.
Deutschland, yeah. We need to expand our audience to Europe, to Europa. And we'll see you all later. Thank you.
So
Bye.
long.
Adios.